don't want you getting into any gangs round here. I know what they're like.
We're not a gang. We're a family. We're a family. We're a family. Hey, Gaza, it's Danny's bro. He's got a phone. I'll get your phone back if you join us. Give me the phone!
Simga!
Next time you're dead! 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 Jimmy!
I don't want you getting into any gangs round here. I know what they're like.
Today is the day that so many people have been waiting for. Finally, the verdict of the tragic murder of 18-year-old Daniel Brown. And we're lucky to have in the studio with us this morning, Jean Taylor for Families Fighting for Justice. Good morning, Jean.
Morning.
Now, this joint enterprise, what is it and how might it be used today?
Well, the joint enterprise is a 300-year-old common law, which can be used when a group or a gang have been involved in a murder. But when I say can be used, it can be given to every member of that gang or group who basically had a shared intention or a foresight into the killing and could see that this killing was going to take place by the perpetrator. You don't have to be the actual person who did the killing.
Don't look so worried, Jimmy. I've told you. You won't have to say anything today. That's all over. Let's just go to the courts, get our verdict and come home.
It's not that, Mum. I had that dream again.
You still having it?
I just miss him so much.
I know, Jimmy. We all miss him, son. Now, come on. We don't want to be late.
What you're saying to me today, Jean, is this case has joint enterprise written all over it.
I certainly do. From one moment in time can leave us families with our lifetime of suffering. We want no more members in Families Fighting for Justice.
I can't stop having that dream. It's so real. Mum says that it'll get better, but I don't believe it. I can't just go and forget something like that. Everyone treats me differently now as well. It's doing me head in. And me mum, I know she loves me, but I can tell that she blames me for what happened. I should have listened to Danny. He'd still be here if it did. That gang's the worst thing that's ever happened to me. But what's done's done. I can't change the past.
Many of our children's lives have been taken! Enough is enough!
Earlier today, just up these stairs in courtroom 1, we were told that Daniel Brown's murderers have received their sentences. The gang members hung their heads in shame as they walked out the courts today. Mrs. Brown and Daniel's brother are overjoyed with this news. The verdict brings a close to this very complex case and has been seen as a victory against gang violence. Daniel Brown's mother has given us a statement. She says, "This is always the verdict we were after, and although it doesn't bring my son or Jimmy's brother back, it shows these gangs that enough is enough." Merseyside Police have also said the message is simple. As the joint enterprise ruling states, if you are part of a gang or a group, you may not be the killer but your intentions were shared, or you had a foresight and you are just as responsible for the actions that led to a serious crime, such in this case as a murder. Let's hope the message is clear. It's not worth it. Good night.
No, I wasn't there. I was at home. Just ask me mum.
She was there all night. I didn't even out for 10 minutes.
I don't even know Gaza was down the park. He wanted me to fix his bike. I've always been good with bikes. And he's always breaking his. No, I'm not breaking away from the point. He told me to meet him by some swings. Well, that's what I thought.
He didn't have a bike. What are you on about? I just thought we were going out, going to a party. Said he had something to take care of first, though.
He told us to follow him. We did. We were too scared to say no.
No one ever said no to Gaza.
Why would I say no? He's my mate.
All right.
I was there.
But it wasn't me.
I swear.
I wouldn't do something like that.
Knife? What knife?
I saw them. They both had knives. I don't know who did it.
You don't have my fingerprints. I wouldn't be that stupid.
You have my fingerprints. I should never have got involved with Gaza. He's been trouble since day one. He used to play with Dan. He used to play with Danny. Down Stanley Park. And now look at him. He's dead. Because I killed him. I killed Danny Brown.
I'm the big man, aren't I? Well, it must be to be the leader. The leader of what? A gang sent down for murder. Well done, Gaz. Wrecked your own life as well as Danny's. It wasn't my print on the knife. It wasn't me that stabbed him. 18 years.
This is ridiculous. 15 years. I shouldn't be here. I haven't done nothing. Joint enterprise. What is that? I didn't even know him. I was only there because of her. You know what it's like when you get with someone. Do you want to spend all the time with them?
He did have a bit of a temper on him. And one time he did beat up this lad because he said that he was looking at me. But no one looks at his girl. I mean, that's what he was like. He was caring and protective. But kill someone? He'd never do anything like that. You think I'd be involved with someone like that?
He was a lovely lad. Always looking out for her. And now, life in prison. How's she going to cope? I haven't done anything. 15 years been in the wrong place at the wrong time. What, caring for your mate to crime now? She's been my best friend since we were 5 years old. Was I going to let her go off with some strange lad?
He did have a knife on him. But I know loads of people that have knives these days. It doesn't mean that it was that knife. He just didn't do it.
15 years for listening to others. Following a crowd. That's the one thing I got brought up not to do. And now I know why. I was going to be a doctor, you know. Who the hell's going to employ me now when I get out of prison? If I get out of prison.
I haven't done anything wrong. You've got to believe that I haven't done anything.
I'm starting university in a couple of months. Who would have thought my life would transform so suddenly? And not in a good way. My life's over. Ruined. I'm a good person and I shouldn't be here. Don't ruin my life.
Serious crime.
Get in, Jay. It's ours now. We can take it.
Don't you just get it? A lad's dead. I know we didn't stab him, but we might as well have. Can't do this anymore, I can't.
What do you mean, Jay? Can't do what?
This! I can't do this anymore. It's over. Finished. Could be you next.
Don't think so.
Or you!
What are you doing?
Do you know what? I've had enough. I'm breaking us up.
What are you doing, mate? You've gone crazy.
I can't believe it went this far. It was only a phone. I know, but we're in a gang. It's just what happens. I know, but I thought our gang wasn't like that. Felt more like a family. A family? Some family. We should have done something to help Danny. We should have expected it. That maybe none of this would have happened. Can't dwell on the past. I mean, it wasn't our fault, I suppose. Jesus, were we really a part of all this? Have we played a part in Jimmy's brother's death? Jay's right. We've got to change things. I'm only 16. It's not too late.
I've had it. Enough's enough. You never think when you start a gang it'll end up like this. I only wanted something I could call my own. My gang. Gaza deserves everything he got. Him and his pathetic gang. He didn't even do it. Coward. I was dragged into a gang, forced to fight with people twice my size. For what? A piece of turf. Danny died at the hands of another human. That's not right. This ends now.
Alright then.
Get lost, will you? Good day that, wasn't it? Remember me, you and me mum went to Southport to visit Nan?
Yeah, you've been in the mood all morning. And I was kicking a ball at you, which made you even more furious.
Yeah, and my mum said for me to go easy on you. But then you kicked the ball away, so I stopped playing. And then you kicked it further. Do you remember that pond where the ball was? Well, you fell in it when I tackled you again.
I didn't fall in. You grabbed me from behind by my ankles, dangled me over the river, and then just dropped me.
Yeah, my mum was mad at me, because she wasn't going to let me go to that party later on. You're always doing that. Get me into trouble and getting me grounded.
I miss you, you know.
I know.
I just want things to be the way they used to be.
They can't. I'm proud of you, you know, Jim. You'll be okay. See you, kid.
Laughing and joking. He was my best mate. I love my brother so much. He was my idol, always helping me out, giving me advice. But this time, I didn't listen. You never think that it's going to happen to you, do you? It's always someone else that you're looking at and thinking, poor sod. And gangs. Gangs. What was I thinking? Protection, support. I already had that from my family. And definitely from Danny.
Jimmy!
And now, he's dead. Think. It's not cool. They're not your family. They're not your true friends. It can cost lives and ruin families. Do you still want to be in my gang?